Okay, dear boys and girls, now we move on to a circle. How to find the circumference of a circle and the perimeter of the circle. Circumference of a circle means starting from one point all along the total distance covered by the edge of the circle. Is its perimeter. So the perimeter and the circumference of a circle are one and the same because it's a regular figure. For circle we call it as circumference, whereas for other objects we call it as perimeter. Earlier I told you, by using a measuring tape or a rope we can measure the total distance of its edge. That's only a crude method, but exactly to find, we have a formula already. I told you 2 pi r. This is the formula for finding the perimeter of a circle. Suppose the radius which is given here, and 20 meters. Suppose it is 20 meters. By using this formula, we can find out 2 into the pi value is equal to 22 by 7. You must remember, whenever the symbol pi is written, its value is 22 by 7. Okay? And into radius 20 meters. You can calculate. A simple method of calculating is, always you must keep in your mind, for example 22 by 7, if you divide it, 7 3s are 21, remaining 1 is there. By adding 10 now, then automatically you get 1. Then again remaining is 3, 7 4s are 28, 2 remaining. Again you can put 2, so 3.142 or 3.143. You keep in your mind the value of pi is equal to 3.142. Or directly by using this you can calculate. 22 2s are 44 into 20 is equal to 880 divided by 7. So 880 divided by 7. 1 7s are 7, remaining 1, 18. 2 7s are 14, remaining 4. Bring this 0 down. 7 5s are 35, 5 remaining, point 0. 7 7s are 49, remaining 1, just leave it. So the perimeter of this circle or circumference of the circle or the perimeter of the circle is equal to 125.7 meters. This is the way you going to calculate the circumference of a circle or figure. Okay? Yeah. Let us take some exercise and try to solve. On page number 221, there is a checkerboard, or the task is given. Task number 1 is given in a box Let us try to solve this. So I will read it. Dia wants to fence a rectangular garden in front of her house. The dimensions of the garden are 11 meters and 15 meters. Find the cost of fencing the garden at the rate of 130 per meter. So our friend's name is Dia. She is having a rectangular garden. Just garden she is having. He is having some chairs here and all, etc. Here is the something merry-go-round, etc. This is the garden. She has a garden, and it is a rectangular garden. What is a rectangular garden? This is the rectangle. This side and this side is equal, and this side and this side are equal. So this is a rectangular garden. What is the data? The measurement of the garden. Okay? So she has one side 11 meters, the other side 15 meters. Now this is a open rectangular garden field is open. If you leave it like that, no, maybe the cattle and other animals will come and destroy the garden, or even some boys may come and play cricket there and spoil the lawn, isn't it? So she wants to make a fence. What is fence? Fence means compound. Strictly speaking, compound means you have to build a wall, but fence, no, we can erect poles and tie a barbed wire. Stones or wooden poles are constructed pillars, then bounded by the barbed wires, metal wires, so that no, the cattle may not enter into the garden. So that is called as the fence. So the measurement here it is 15 meters and 11 meters. We should find out the perimeter of this garden. I'll write it here, this side. Perimeter is equal to, for a rectangle, 2 into L plus B, length into breadth. So 2 into length is 15 meters and width is 11 meters. So 2 into 15 plus 11 is 26. 26 or 52 meters. The total boundary measurement of this rectangular garden is 52 meters. She must fix the poles and bind it with the barbed wires, then it will become a fence. But here is the question. She has to spend some money. Dia has to spend some money. What is the cost? The cost is 130 rupees, 130 per meter. 1 meter. Just 1 meter she must spend 130 meters for the stone pillars, metallic wires, or maybe digging and fixing and tying the thing and all. No, laborers. All this cost for 1 meter, 130 rupees. What about for 52 meters? Multiply for 52 meters. So total uh, expense is equal to 130 into 50 meters. Two zeros are there added. 3 5s are 15. 1 remaining. 5 ones are 5 plus 1 6. 6,500 rupees. What is the expense? How much Dia has to spend? 6,500 rupees. If she spends, she can fix the compound or the fence. Is it clear now? Okay. Task number 2. The wire is bent in the shape of a rectangle. Its length is 20 centimeter and breadth is 16 centimeter. If the same wire is rebent in the shape of a square, what will be the measure of each side? Also find which shape encloses more area. Here the task is a metallic wire, or we can say it is like a thin rod, a metallic thin rod. The same rod, you can make it in any shape. For example, you can make it into a rectangle, or you can make that into a square. The same rod, let it be even big also. The rod now you have to take, but they have given a particular measured length of a rod or a string, or it's a wire, it is given there. That is made into a rectangular shape. Okay, so what is the total length of the wire? The total length of the wire, here the length is 20 meters and its width is 16 meters. So total length is 20 plus 16, 36 plus 36, 72 meters. The total length of this wire is how much? 72 meters. The 72 meters is taken here. You can measure it, make it as a rectangle with its length 20 meters and 20 meters, 40 meters over, and 16 meters and 16 meters width. So altogether 72 meters. We made it as a rectangle. Whereas the same 72 meters divided into 4, because when you make the square, all the sides are equal. You have to divide the whole length of the wire by 4 pieces, then you can make it as a square. So how much 72 goes in 4? 4 goes in 72. 18 meters. So each side is 18 meters, 18 meters, 18 meters, and 18 meters. Up to this concept you have thoroughly understood. Okay, it's very simple. Taking a big wire and make it like a rectangle with this measurement. 20 length, opposite 20 length, and the width is 16 and 16. Whereas in case of square now, you have to divide that into 4 equal parts and make it like a square. So already it is written on the board. But now the question is, which one will enclose more area? This area, this space, here it is more or there it is more. So that we have to understand. I'll write it here. Area. What is area? The total space occupied by that boundary is called as its area. For example, this is the textbook. Earlier we saw the total distance of all the 4 sides is its perimeter, but the space, this flat area, is its area. Understood now? So perimeter we have understand. Then what is area of this rectangle? For rectangle, the area is length into breadth. For square, it is side into side. Side into side, side square or a square, anyone. For square, for rectangle it is length into breadth. So easy. L into B is equal to 20 into 16. 2 16s are 32, 320 meters square. We have to write it here as meter square. When we measure the perimeter, we are not using square. We say only the total distance or total length of the boundary. Okay, that is into meter. But in this case now we say 320 meters square, this entire area. Okay, similarly look at the square. A into A or A square. That means 18 into 18 or 18 square. What is 18 into 18? You can multiply. 8 8s are 64. 6 remaining, 8 1s are 8 plus 6, 14. 1 18s are 18. 4, 2, 3. 324 meters. In this case, it has 324 meters square. So which is greater? Which is greater? That is greater. So a square which is made with the same length of wire will occupy more space than a rectangle. Okay? So that is the difference, because earlier you might have thought same length, same area. Perimeter will be same, but area will differ because square will be having more space than the rectangle. Clear, no? Okay. Let us see the third one, whether you can do it or not. I will assume that you have understood this concept very well. You please try to do the sum by yourself. A door length Meanwhile, let me check the video whether it's going proper.